Once upon a time, in a serene monastery nestled in a lush valley, there lived a young monk named Kavin. Freshly initiated into the teachings of Buddha, Kavin was eager to immerse himself in the practices of meditation and virtue. He had been assigned the duty of caring for an elderly monk named Ananda, who resided in a small hut near the monastery. Kavin was initially thrilled with the opportunity to serve Ananda and learn from his wisdom. However, his enthusiasm soon faded as he discovered that Ananda was a challenging individual to care for. Ananda seemed to find fault with nearly everything: the food, the weather, the noise. He lashed out at Kavin, calling him stupid, lazy, and worthless. Ananda's temper was unpredictable, and he would throw tantrums, hurling objects around his hut and shouting at Kavin. Not once did Ananda express gratitude for Kavin's assistance, nor did he exhibit any form of kindness or appreciation. Kavin's heart swelled with anger and resentment. He began to question why he had to endure such treatment from Ananda. He felt that Ananda was a poor representation of a true Buddhist, someone unworthy of respect or service. Kavin contemplated requesting a change in his responsibilities to serve someone more pleasant and grateful. One day, Kavin could bear it no longer and decided to approach Buddha himself for guidance. He shared his predicament and the turmoil in his heart with the enlightened teacher. Buddha listened attentively to Kavin's woes and then spoke softly. "My son, you have been granted a unique opportunity to cultivate loving kindness and compassion. Ananda is your valuable teacher, teaching you the virtues of patience and humility. He is your spiritual brother, both of you striving for liberation. Do not perceive him as an adversary, see him as a friend. Instead of harboring resentment, embrace love. Rather than avoiding him, extend your help." Kavin was perplexed and asked, "But how can I love someone who is so unkind and hostile to me? How can I assist someone who vehemently rejects my help?" Buddha smiled and replied, "You must practice loving kindness and compassion by wishing well for Ananda and performing selfless acts of kindness. Do not expect reciprocation, but give freely and abundantly. Do not be swayed by his harsh words or actions. Maintain inner peace. Remember that Ananda is trapped in his own ignorance and attachments. He needs kindness more than anyone. Treat him like a sick person, in pain and delirium, unaware of his actions' consequences. He is not in control of his mind. Do not judge him by his behavior, but rather help him overcome his faults. Do not resent him, but forgive his mistakes." Kavin listened intently, his heart beginning to soften. He realized that he had been mistaken in his judgment of Ananda. Ananda was not merely a difficult old monk, but a human with his own history, strengths, weaknesses, joys, and sorrows. He saw Ananda as a fellow traveler on the path to enlightenment, needing his support and guidance. Compassion and empathy welled up within him. He thanked Buddha for the wisdom and guidance and returned to his duties with a renewed spirit. He continued to serve Ananda with loving kindness and compassion, expecting nothing in return. He endured Ananda's complaints and insults with patience and kindness. He did not let Ananda's tantrums affect his inner peace, remaining calm and cheerful. He prayed for Ananda's happiness and well-being, wishing for him to transcend ignorance and attachment. Gradually, Ananda noticed the transformation in Kavin. He observed Kavin's constant smile, his respectful and generous demeanor, and his ability to forgive. He felt the warmth and sincerity of Kavin's kindness and compassion, and this brought about a profound change in him. One day, Ananda approached Kavin and said, "I must apologize for my previous words and actions. I see now that you have been nothing but kind and patient. You deserve my respect and gratitude for your service." Touched by Ananda's words, Kavin forgave him and embraced him as a friend, their hearts now united by the power of loving kindness and compassion. The transformative power of opening one's heart, revealing an inner wellspring of love and peace, capable of dispelling hatred, fear, darkness, and ignorance. It symbolizes a joy that transcends pain and sorrow, a freedom that liberates from suffering, and a Buddha nature that has the potential to awaken any being and save any world. Through this narrative lens, the tale becomes a poignant exploration of moral values, urging us to cultivate compassion and recognize the interconnectedness of our shared human experience.